May 17th episode of Evening Chat. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. I've been working since 4:30 this morning. Pulled the shift at work today. Turned right around. Came home. Dug into the first time in 6 months. First time in 8 months. Start going through, digging out everything for this weekend. A small cooler. Oh yeah. I've been up since 4:30. Well, when I emailed you last night, Tildar, um, I would say probably 40 minutes later, 45 minutes later, I went to bed. I know it was only like 8. So yeah, I messaged you to give me a call. And I went to bed about 40 minutes later. Was up at 4:30. Hey Ian, good to see you, bud. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, busy day, busy day. I got that Ren Fair this weekend that I do security for. We have our window almost done for you to join us in the bar. That sounds great. That sounds great. I figured when I didn't hear back from you right away, because I talked to your awesome bartender here a couple weeks ago, and found out that there was a way to communicate with you guys, besides telephone calls and email, that pesky Facebook thing. And of course, I followed you on Facebook, but there's no place I can find to message you on Facebook. So yeah, that kind of eliminates the whole um, video chatting and stuff like that. But that's what I was shooting for, was being able to video chat with you guys and stuff like that, and you know didn't have to look at emails, didn't have to worry about files being too big to send them back and forth, things like that. Yeah, the barmaid is younger. Yeah. I don't know if I'd necessarily call you an old gob or not, but I guess you guys age differently than we do. You know, 54 years old, I'm considered middle age, but 54 for you guys, you're still adolescent. So, I don't know. Hey, Bud Files, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. But yeah, it's been real busy. I've been trying to get everything together for this weekend, doing security for the Ren Fair in Niles, Michigan. Um, had to clean the old Pistola, get it shined up. Pulled my old tack vest and my tack boots out, my Kevlar woven tack pants. It's supposed to be really big this year. So, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not even taking a primitive tent with me, probably because I don't have a primitive tent anymore. Um, the one I had last year managed to dry rot through the winter. So, I'm going to be taking a modern tent with me and um, eating wiener dogs and bacon all weekend and potato chips. Not like I'm really going to have much time to eat. That's this weekend is my I do 24 hours a day. I might lay down for an hour cat nap here, an hour cat nap there, but other than that, I am up and moving 24 hours a day. So let me see here. I'm 37. Yeah, you're still a baby. 37 years old. I'll be 38 in August. I was 38 in 1938. See, you're still young. But it's going to be fun regardless. So I'm not complaining. Plus, I mean, I make pretty good, pretty good pay for going out there and walking around. So actually, the average gob lives to 60. Is that 2060 or 2160 or what? But yeah, the reason I messaged you last night, Tildar, was the wife and I finally got to sit down last night and watch the new D&D movie. It came on Paramount Plus this week, and we sat down and watched it, and we just died. It was great. It was great. We both, especially, and I actually I got to date my, or I got to actually, like, put a date to my wife. She caught the homage to the 1980s cartoon series at the exact same time I did, because I've been watching the whole series here on YouTube. And as soon as she seen Bobby the Barbarian in his little leather vest with the steel studs and his Viking helmet on, and then she saw Eric with his yellow armor and everything, she's like, "Oh my God, that's the characters from the cartoon." You watched the cartoon? You were born in 1980. How do you remember the cartoon? You were like 3 when it came out. But definitely, definitely awesome. So much more fun. And Saturday morning is the toy show. Yep, yep, I know. I know. Hopefully that'll draw a decent crowd in to town for the toy show, and they'll spill over to the Ren Fair when the toy show's over with. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there, Ian. Yeah, I have one very good eye, Tildar. The other one's, completely mashed, but I got one good eye. I was upset that everything I had heard about it they said it paid homage to the old series. So of course, being who I am, I was looking for Tiamat to show up, but instead we got a very obese dragon that could barely walk. He just kind of hopped on his stomach, and then when he got up, when he tried to go over something, he just rolled because his legs didn't touch the ground. I have news. What's up, Squatch? What's your news, bud? It was a very interesting choice. What really got me was the fact that the whole time we were watching it, the 14-year-old was in there with us because that's all she plays is that type of online game. So she was she was in the bedroom with us watching it the whole time and just dying right along with us. It was great. I found a mecha priest to molest my frontier, and he seems to have exercised my daemon. I hope he took you out for ice cream first. Hey Squatch, I want you on Sasquatch Shills. I you found a um um I don't know what to say. I really don't. Hey Terry, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. I'm almost afraid to know what it means, honestly. I mean, if he found a priest that molested his frontier, um, um, my baby daddy figured out that my 6 disc CD changer was shorted to the chassis. We pulled the audio fuse, and it's like magic. Oh, okay. It's not at all what I was thinking you were trying to tell us, but hey, congrats, dude. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Hey, Justin, good to see you. G, Jamie, hope you guys are doing well. Hope the puppy's doing good. She's such a cutie. I was actually playing with a couple puppies on Monday on my day off. Our neighbor over across the alley, their King Corso got a hold of their German Shepherd. So, needless to say, they've got 10 beautiful puppies. They're going to weigh about 150 pounds apiece. My truck is running. It's going to replace the stereo. Says if it doesn't fix it permanently, it's free. You can't beat free. You can't beat free with a stick. Hey, Drew, what's the word? The word is facilitation. Facilitation. Hey there, Drew and everyone. Just cleaning up after dinner. Be in chat soon. Sounds good, Ironfire. Take your time. We'll be here for a while. They will be great mutts. They will be great mutts. I don't know if we're going to get one or not. We brought one in the house and let Ralphie and George kind of play with her a little bit. And Ralph didn't. All Ralph wanted to do was kiss on her. He's such a good foster daddy. I swear to God, we bring any kind of orphaned anything in this house, and he automatically adopts it. So George isn't too crazy about it, but she's not too crazy about anyone except Ralph. So. Squads. I do a show where I interview creators as previous guest channels to co-stream the show. You get your show on your channel. Boom. Tildar could use a little bit more advertising. We need to start blowing him up some more. I need to get him back over on Friday night sometime. I thought bird was the word. No, bird was the word a long time ago. Bird is gone. Bird don't matter anymore. Yeah, as long as you leave that dark elf over there, just don't even associate with him. Just leave him over there. He's too much trouble. I could tell right away. He is nothing but trouble. Oh, it was fun. Most definitely. 36 folks in chat. Close to 3,000 combined views. Very cool. Yeah, I liked doing that. I liked doing that last week, where we split it on your channel and my channel. That guy is awful. Yeah, I know. I could tell, I'm usually a pretty good judge of character, and I can tell that guy is, nope. I don't know. Nope. And I always thought, I always thought dark elves were pretty cool, but yeah, he's, nope. Oh man, guys. I don't think words just can't express how excited I am for this weekend. Number one, to have 3 days off in a row. Number two, to just be going out camping and relaxing. I've got a lot of friends that are going to be performing. I've got a pirate group that's coming in. They started up about a decade ago over here by the lake. They're going to be coming in doing their sparring, their fighting, very, very cool acrobatics and stuff like that. It's kind of like sitting down watching a Mortal Kombat game or watching a Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, they're going to be flipping and spinning and kicking and blocking with their feet, and it's going to be pretty cool. I've been fiddling with it. I essentially have syndicated by creator sponsor. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've been trying to work on the videos here. I don't know what's happened the last couple videos. I'll tell you one really big issue that I'm having is I get most views I should say I have the most people on between 9:45 and 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, I got to walk out the door about 20 minutes after 10. And I usually have the videos popping up right about 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, the way that I get those better views is to be sitting here, when the video goes live and automatically share it out to all my other social media channel or pages. But if I wait till after work, then it don't really help, because YouTube decides whether or not they're going to promote that video within the first couple hours. So I'm kind of in that damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing, where I can make it premiere earlier in the morning or later in the afternoon, but then there's not as many people on. But by making it debut when most people are on, I'm not able to share it out to the other locations, and that hurts the views. So I'm gonna have to figure something out because these last two videos, if you sit back and you look at the views on them, kind of sucks griffin balls. Let's see here. Sorry if I missed email. We had done some family pass, and I was busy. Hit me up again. I'll schedule you up. Boom. There you go. Now I've got another one coming out. When is that thing coming out? It'll come out tomorrow. It's kind of a touchy subject tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is called Darkest History, How Race Has Been Used to Divide Us. Now Sunday's video, I've been working really hard on it. I've been sitting on it, gathering information. Sunday's video is on the Slender Man, his origins, the story behind him, things like that. And I guess, contrary to popular belief, there's been stories about him for a couple hundred years now. So, well, thank you, Tildar. I appreciate that, my friend. And I love yours as well. I mean, when you start talking about, gaming and stuff like that, I get a little lost because it's been 30 some odd years since I've really been deep into gaming and stuff, but I still love it. And I got my daughter watching you, and I got a couple of her friends watching you now. So, because when my daughter's friend Willow comes over here, that's all they do is sit on their computers and game. So yeah, they're both Goblin fans now. You're right. You're right. Everyone needs a goblin friend. You are absolutely correct. Not only are they great to sit down and have a few drinks with, but you can always count on them for a great adventure or great stories about their great adventures. I was away for 11 days camping. It's impossible to catch up. Man, I'll tell you what, Ironfire, I get such a bad case of cabin fever sitting here all winter long, not being able to camp, not smelling fresh smoke. When spring hits, first chance I get, I'm setting the tent up, I'm getting a nice roaring fire going, and chances are we have a good evening, a nice warm evening this weekend. There's a good possibility I'll just spend the whole night sitting out by the fire, except when I'm doing my patrols. I never want to come home. Back before I got the job, like last year before last, I would actually show up 2 or 3 days early before an event started, and I would try to stay for at least 1 or 2 days after the event ended. To me, setting up a tent and going out for 2 or 3 nights just isn't worth it. Give me 5 or 6 nights. Hey, Jan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope you had a good day at work today. I put you on when I'm working. I'm doing fantastic. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're doing fantastic. Fantastic is always good. Hey, PPR, good to see you. Hope you're having a good evening, my friend. I booked 5 nights but stayed 11. Just couldn't leave till I ran out of money and food. Well, see, when I go camping, uh, I normally eat pretty high on the hog. I'll be honest about it. I'll take a roast with me. I'll take a turkey. I'll take something. That'll be something I just um, stick on the fire and slowly turn over several hours. And this weekend, nope. I'm taking a couple packs of hot dog buns with me. Taking a few packs of hot dogs. I might take some bacon. I might not. I don't know. Just depends on what iron I want to take and stuff like that. And I'm taking some potato chips. That's all I'm taking with me. I mean, if I get really, really hungry, they got those like pterodactyl sized turkey legs there. They got a local group that comes in and um, does like pork chops and pulled pork and stuff like that. So, I mean, if I get really hungry, if I get tired of hot dogs, which I don't think will ever happen, um, there's always, not to mention, I'm not very far from downtown. There's like 2 dozen restaurants. So, I love making my own money and paying for my own stuff. Me too. I'm making chicken cacciatore for dinner. Potatoes. I mean, the wife had to go back to work tonight, so that'd be something easy. I won't even eat tomorrow night because tomorrow night's my other double. Um, so I'll go in tomorrow morning and work till early afternoon, come home for about 3 hours, and then go back and work the dinner shift. So I'm going to be one tired puppy when I crawl in this house tomorrow night. Hopefully, I won't have a night like I did last night when I worked a double yesterday and went to bed, about midnight last night and got up at 4:30, but woke up 4 times in between those 2 times. So we should release third cooking video this week. The damn magic knife cut my hand. Yeah, you wanna stay away from enchanted blades and things while you're trying to cook. They have a tendency of doing what they want. You're making me want to camp. I told you, man, whenever you're over my way, we'll find something fun to do. Let's just say I'm glad we keep potions. I'm listening while I write my paper, y'all. I'll be up all night. Man, if I was going to stay up all night, Sarah, I'd find more interesting reasons to do it than writing a paper. Tony, Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. I want to get an A. It's worth it to me. I can understand that. When you've committed as much time to it as you have, it's always worth giving it your all. That's for sure. I found my chef's knife in the drawer. Now that I know how to use it, I will. Oh my God, we've got 5 or 6 chef's knives around here. I bought her a ceramic knife for Christmas. Plus, we've got um, my old steel knives, my old early 20th century Damascus and high carbon steel. That's what I use. you know, Doing any carving and stuff around here. I bet over the last 2 years, I've bought that girl probably. Well, I know I got her one complete knife block full of like really good knives, and then the ceramic knife. Um, 2 other chef's knives. But since she gets online and looks at all these recipes and then tries to copy them, I want her to have as best chance as she's got. Hopefully she don't get the hiccups or get too excited and lose a fingertip or something. But hey, it's all part of it, I guess. When I camp, I take 5 pound peanut butter of Skippy or Peter Pan, use the pack, and I never get tired of it. Peanut butter's like my number one go-to normally for snacking. It kind of helps to bring down the blood sugar a bit. Not to mention, they got me on this brand new medicine. So far, no bad effects, but I only shoot myself with it once a week. So hopefully, that'll be doing me some good. I know I've been kind of tired, but that could also be from just working. My body's not used to that. Taking care of an old woman and cooking once in a while, not really working. Being on your feet and standing in one place for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, that's working. Not sitting down, not moving much. Be taking my knife to and from work. Now, they got enough knives at work. I'm not taking any of these. Hey Sarah, I understand how you feel about schoolwork. Our daughter graduated on the 6th with her MBA. It was snowing, slush for the first day and a half, and heavy rain, peanut butter. Be hard to spread. My butter was hard as a rock. Well, Carrie that puts on the event, organizes it, you know, schedules everything, puts it on, hosts it. She always makes sure I got a truckload of wood. And I'm under some pretty cool trees, pretty thick trees. So not much weather hits me unless it's just completely dropping buckets on me. I do get to go outside every once in a while and have a smoke. If we like, if we drop down to nothing, um, I might get to go out and hit a cigar once or twice, put it out, and go right back in. So I buy Philly steak and cheese. I'm still trying to figure out the I'm still trying to figure out the giveaway on those pictures, guys. There has been little to no solid interest in those paintings. Um, I'm just going to have to do the giveaway at the end of the month and swallow the cost of getting them cleaned and shipped and everything. Um, Iron Dog's even been running the giveaway on his channel, and I've got maybe 30 responses on it, but let me see here. What did you say? Have to head out. Much love to everyone from Little Green Heart. You're the best. Tildar, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Um, get a hold of me, bud. You got the number. Get a hold of me, and we'll chat a little bit. You take care of yourself. Tell your beautiful barmaid, Druber said hello, and all the other friends at the Rusty Nail, and I'll get over as soon as I can. I got that guy who broke up with me. Should not have had. Just up all night drinking, hanging out with friends while I'm trying to better my life. Oh well. Oh, I understand, Sarah. I understand. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I wanted to try something a little different. Something that had a little bit of value to it. But I know better now. I know better now. I mean, face it, every single day of our life is a learning process. So, Santee, hope you're doing well tonight, my friend. Hope Tildar can make it to Ghostorama in August. Oh, I know. That'd be very, very cool if he could. Fit as a fiddle and ready to fly, my friend. That's how I'm doing. Anxious to get tomorrow over with so I can play for the weekend. Yep, lifelong learning. That's what it's all about. Feel a lot better being around all you people. Well, we feel better when you're here. I still have to get out and get your coffee. I'll be there when I'll get there, I promise. Oh, I know. I know. I have no doubt in that, Jan. No rush, dear. Fit as a fiddle and ready for love. I can jump over the moon up above, singing in the rain. You and your Broadway hits. Damn, I'm sick as hell to my stomach. All of a sudden. Huh. Wonder what's wrong there, Tony. It's not like you to admit when you're not feeling good. I mean, it's got to be pretty serious for you to admit you're not feeling good. Are you pregnant? Wow. But I doubt it. Now, Tony practices safe sex. Tony and his wife practice safe sex. They just sit around or sit across the room and yell "F you" to each other. Have you been feeling poorly? About 8 minutes. It just came on all of a sudden, like. Hey, Freedom, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. A steak burger. That sounds pretty good. I was at work yesterday, made a big old Texas fire burger, man. Doubled up the size of the burger, made it a half-pound burger, put jalapenos on top of that thing, pepper jack cheese, and then I put lettuce, tomato, and horseradish mayonnaise on it. That was a good burger right there. Good burger. Maybe Tadworth's where they're even considering that $470 grocery bill. Well. And you know, it's really sad. My boss has got 2 chest freezers out behind the restaurant that he keeps all the extra stuff in. And these things are like literally bolted to the wall. And he decided to utilize one of them. The company that they get their food from randomly brings boxes on top of boxes of free samples of new products. So he just sticks them back in the freezer and lets them sit there until he can figure out what to do with them. Last night they went out there and they opened up one of the freezers and threw it all in the dumpster. Some of that stuff been sitting back there for a year, and he ain't figured out what to do with it yet. So, needless to say, I kind of flipped out a little bit because amongst that was a case of jalapeno poppers. Pre-breaded onion rings. Things like that. And it's like, well, I could never throw it away. I said, let me and the wife come down here. We'll empty that thing right in the back of the truck, bring it down here and fill our freezer up. No, we don't make jalapeno poppers there. There's my ice cream. Hey, fishing. Good to see you, bud. You make jalapeno poppers at the restaurant. Isn't it amazing how much food goes to waste? Oh my God, yeah. I mean, it just blows me away. I mean, there was a bunch of different kinds of bread in there that we don't use. Of course, you know, bread in a freezer, nothing wrong with that. But, you know, bread and a block of ice, there might be a little something wrong with it. When I got there this morning, the maintenance man had a chisel trying to get the last box out of there. I mean, there was probably that much ice on the bottom of that chest freezer going up and all the way around this box. So, I mean, the box was even sitting crooked where the ice formed underneath it and froze to it. So, yeah, I can destroy a basket of jalapeno poppers. Oh, me too, bud. Me too. Our bar that just opened up here late last year, they have jalapeno and habanero poppers. So, oh yeah. I have absolutely no problem with the hot and spicy. should have been given away before it got to that. Some people just never go hungry before, I guess. I don't know. But to each their own. Sounds like our freezer. I'd have to try the habanero. But it might be rough. House hunting down south, impromptu trip. I can't do hot and spicy. Hotter it is, the more I like it. Now, I kind of draw my line at, Carolina Reapers and even ghost peppers, depending upon how they were raised. I actually had somebody get a hold of me last year and told me if they bought the that Carolina Reaper chip, if I would do the one chip challenge live on the channel. And I told them, yeah, sure. They said, well, we want to make sure because it's like $30 a chip. I'm like, my God, I could buy 15 bags of Doritos for that. Never heard back from them. Never heard back from them. But I was all for it. Reminds me, I might need to defrost my chest freezer. Drew's middle name is Hot and Spicy. Oh yeah, that's what the wife calls me. No, it isn't. What is it she calls me? Oh, dumbass. That's it. That's what she calls me. Lee, you aminal. How you doing, bud? Hopefully well. I ain't much into hot peppers, but I love horseradish. Me too, bud. Straight horseradish mayonnaise, horseradish ketchup, horseradish mustard. Stranger danger. Let them send you the chips. You'll be glad to try them. Oh, that's what I told him. I told him go for it. I'd be more than happy to do it on video. And never heard back from him again. I can't complain. No one will listen. True. I never take my bracelet off. Tried Doritos, tangy ketchup. I have a friend who makes habanero horseradish. It's pretty damn amazing. I bet it is. I bet it is. I've had habanero ketchup, and that's really, really good on hamburger or hot dog or something like that. Dip your french fries in it, whatever the case may be. The event is literally right around the corner. I've never had mushroom ketchup. Never had it. Always wanted to try it though. Heard it was great. Never had it. Just peppers are more flavorful than habaneros in my opinion. What do you think? Ghost peppers, to me, it just all depends on how they're cooked. Now, if you use them to flavor something, then yeah, I like them. But just eating them, by themselves, I don't know. I get more of the burn when I just eat them by themselves. But if they're used to flavor chili or something like that, then yeah, I really like them. I saw how to make the stuff on Townsend's YouTube. I watch Towns. It looks good. I'd love to try it. Yeah, I watch John whenever I get a chance to, whenever I can catch him. Go to our Facebook page, see the progress. Here's a fun fact. The eggs you buy in the store are usually 6 to 8 months old before they hit the shelves. That kind of makes sense. My grandmother made mushroom ketchup. It was different. Would you mind putting up the page so others can visit? The PCWA.org. That might be better, Tony. I was picturing an old moldy bottle of ketchup. You're sitting there talking about that event, Lee. I was invited down to Georgia next year. Yeah, next year, to do 160th down there. And trying to figure out how I could pull that one off. Trying to figure it out. Catch up anyone today would recognize. Yeah, they are. I know my eggs are fresh as I get them out from under my hands. PCWA's Gettysburg 160th. I still tease the wife about getting chickens. I know I can't, but I still tease her about it. Turning the jailhouse outside into a hen house, um, putting the fence up all around it, just letting the chickens do their thing, just for the fresh eggs. And she told me that it's going to be much easier for me to find someplace new to live than taking 30 chickens with me and trying to find someplace new to live. So, yeah, I think I might be going without chickens. Lots of pics, even a video of our unit firing through the fence. Really cool stuff. I eat 3 eggs every day, sometimes more. How many hens would I need? My chicks are 6 weeks old, so it'll be nice to get more than 4 eggs a day. I don't remember fishing. I don't remember right off the top of my head. Shane Pinson invited me down to it. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we talked about it, and I didn't write anything down because it wasn't set in stone. So I quite honestly don't remember. Actually, guys, our eggs have dropped significantly in price. We were at the store first of the week, and we were going to buy just a dozen eggs, and the guy in front of us was holding 2 flats of 2.5 dozen, and he said instead of paying $2 for those, go back and get the flat. He said they're $3.99. And the wife's like, a piece? He said, yep, that's why I grabbed two of them. So I ran back, took that dozen back, and grabbed the last two flats of 2.5 dozen. So we got 5 dozen eggs in the fridge. Yeah, if it's next year, it'd be 1864. Mm-hmm. So as of right now, our eggs are pretty fair priced, especially in the 2.5 dozen flat, which, the mornings that I don't have to go to work, I'll usually have me a couple egg sandwiches with, 2 eggs each on them. So, not to mention, I eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs, and every once in a great blue moon, especially around whatever holiday pops up, I'll make deviled eggs. So, we go through a lot of eggs in this house. Not to mention, my daughter's taken up baking, the one thing her mom can't do. And add that equation into it, and oh yeah. They have 18-pack on sale this week for $4.50. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know where these eggs come from. They were the same company we normally buy, but yeah, 2.5 dozen for less for $4. You figure it up. We couldn't beat that. I just bought eggs under $2 a dozen at Walmart. Georgia chartered its colony 1732. Georgia ratified U.S. Constitution on January 2nd, 1788. It was the fourth of the original 13 states to join the Union. That's all right. I'll eat 6-week-old eggs. I don't care. I was hoping to pick up a couple tomorrow morning. Might just have to do bacon and egg sandwiches tomorrow night. Man, people are busy this evening. Still streaming tomorrow night, Drew. No, I don't know. It all depends on the Wi-Fi signal and everything out there at the camp. It'll all be based on that. If you remember last year, I had a little bit of problem doing it, but as long as everything is working fine, then yes, I will still stream Friday night from out there. Jeez, criminy. I've been on a bologna sandwich kick lately. Me too. I love bologna sandwiches, especially fried bologna. Work's been going good. Work's been going all right. Not been as busy as we like, but been going well, so can't complain. I keep super large eggs for us to sell, and sell the extra large eggs. Super large ones are the size of duck eggs. Could you imagine those coming out of a little teeny tiny chicken butt? That's gotta hurt. That's gonna be like not going to the bathroom for like 4 or 5 days and then trying to do it all in one go. My God, Turdzilla. Sheep even old at this point. They're a staple in my diet. But I will not eat it without frying it. Yep. I made bacon and egg muffins, or bagels for the wife this past Monday, and that's exactly. I fried up that bacon, stuck it on a bagel, and then I made her runny eggs for her with the yolk still on them, and I made a pocket in the bacon and set the yolk in there upside down. So when she bit into it, it like shot everywhere and drizzled down her chin. She said if it wasn't so damn good, she'd probably be mad at me for it. But she said there's something about um, the way I cook eggs. She loves it, probably because I use bacon grease. I, I feel I probably had worse in my body. Probably so. Do y'all like Goetta? Nope. Well, I don't know. I would probably have to know what Goetta is before I can confirm or deny the fact that I've ever had Goetta before. Oh, I absolutely positively agree, Tony. Cooking it in the oven is so much easier, but every once in a while we need to resupply our bacon grease. So I'll fry up my bacon in a skillet, and we keep the sour cream containers and stuff like that around here. And as soon as I get yay much bacon grease in the skillet, I'll dump it in there and I'll start frying more bacon. I'll go through 4 or 5 rounds of frying, and I'll dump it in the sour cream container again. I think right now we've got 3 or 4 containers of bacon grease in the fridge. It's pin oats and ground pork with seasoning. German recipe. Sounds interesting. I'd try it. It's good that way if you're making a lot. I save the grease from the oven. See, when I cook my bacon in the oven, I don't have much grease. I get 3 times more grease frying it in a skillet than I usually do in the oven. Fred, or Fred. Bread fried in bacon grease. Never done that. I'm going to try that sometime. I bet that's good. I put the bacon grease and styrofoam egg cartons, put in the freezer. I start most of my recipes with frozen cubes of bacon grease. Tony taught me how to do it. Tony mentioned it in here um, one morning on a stream, and I went and found a video on cooking bacon in the oven, and it was the exact same thing that Tony said to do. Um, yeah, I'll either put styrofoam, aluminum foil, or wax paper on the bottom of the or on the cookie sheet, and I'll lay my strips of bacon on there and cook it, and it comes out cooked, but not hard. So it's still, you know. Now, see, I've used both. Well, not wax paper, parchment paper. Um, but I love it cooked in the oven. I'll bring you some Goetta in August. It's pronounced Geta. Oh, okay. Cool. I look forward to that. You keep you keep planning more and more things to bring in August, Jan. You guys are going to have to drive Big Red up here again. There's not going to be enough room in your car to bring everything. Right now, I'm currently looking for, because I know you said you and Jay were looking for a pop up to bring up here in August for me. I'm actually kind of looking for one right now. That way I have it for next month at City of David. Just in case. It is Michigan, you know. I mean, you could have a 0% chance precipitation and it rain all day. So, yeah. Well, there'll be plenty of room. I put the bread in the pan after pouring out most of the bacon grease, or it gets soggy. And fry one side of the bread crisp, golden, then make a bacon sandwich, fried side in the middle. That sounds good. So good, I need bacon now. Our bacon's actually on sale. I couldn't believe the sales we have going on up here right now. I don't know if we're trying to get rid of stock before the Lakers come in for the summer, so they got more room to bring that fancy gourmet food in, or what the deal is. But our bacon is even buy two get three free. So yeah, you just snag them deals up when you can. Probably as a kid, I would dip bread in bacon grease. The marketplace, there are a lot of them listed. They will be in your area. Probably why I've had so many heart attacks. Yeah, I've been watching Marketplace. Before you guys get here in August, I'd like to actually have that little shed tore down, and I've been looking for a one of those great big car awnings, so Steph don't have to park outside anymore. But you know, I had a local company, do an estimate for me for one of those um, awning deals, carports, and they wanted like $2,600 to build it. And I told the lady, I said, hey, I said, if you can find one of those that's just made with the steel tubing that's got the canvas cover, I'm perfectly happy with that, and so's the wife. I found one of those on Facebook Marketplace, and it's only about 20 miles away from here. They wanted $200 for it, but somebody like stupidly backed into one of the poles and bent it, so I'd have to straighten that pole back out before we put it up. But yeah, $200, you know, one of my dreams, getting the wife an actual carport to park her car in and getting rid of that crappy little shed out there, would finally be answered. Y'all are making me hungry. Bacon is expensive here. Now see, our bacon's right about $5.99 a pound. But like I said, it's on sale right now for buy two get three free. So, here, Enough meat. Those carports aren't cheap for sure. No, not the kind these guys want to build. Well, they were talking about coming out and drilling into the ground and anchoring 4x4 uprights um, in the ground in concrete and building this thing out of wood and putting a tin roof on it. I'm like, why would I want my garage to cost more than the house does? We never get that kind of deal on bacon. We pay anywhere from $4 to $7 a package. Ours was up, my God, here just a couple months ago, ours was up $10, $11 a package. And all of a sudden it went down in price. Of course, you know, bacon and eggs and hot dogs and lunch meat and stuff like that all went down in price. Fish all went up in price. Soda, beer, ice cream. All went up in price. Use the material from the shed to build one. There's not enough material there to build anything, dude. Not enough material. Not to mention it's little 1 inch by ½ inch metal framework inside that shed. But yeah, there's not enough material there to build it. I thought about that. I don't think my godbrother paid too much for his carport. Has partial sides on it. Fish is outrageously priced. Oh, tell me about it. When my buddy was here from England, he heard me talking one night. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she asked me if Steph ever made me fish sticks and mashed potatoes. I'm like, nope, not had a fish stick in 7 years. And I made a remark about, oh yeah, I remember that used to be a main staple in the house growing up. Me and my sister ate the hell out of some fish sticks. And him and the wife went up to the grocery store one day when I was at work, and he paid like $13 for 44 fish sticks. I'm like, my God, I remember my mom used to buy those damn boxes for like $1.99 a piece. Yeah, fishing. Seriously, bud. The shed is so small, you could literally almost stand in front of it and reach out, and you might miss touching the corners by that far, and there's no way you'd be able to stand up straight in there because you're a lot taller than I am, and I can't stand up straight in there. And you could probably walk front to back in 3 steps. The size of food is shrinking also. Yep, the price is going up and the portions are getting smaller. It's the American way now, y'all. I hope you'll be up this summer. I've kind of missed you, you big galope. Yeah. Yeah, that's the little shed could literally be put in the back of Big Red. You are absolutely right. If not in the back of Big Red, it would literally sit on the top of the walls of the bed. I think it's either 7 or 8 feet by. Actually, no. I think it's 6.5 feet by 8 feet by 6 feet tall at the peak. Oh God, Tony, you poor dude. Yeah, fishing. I hope you do make it up this summer, man. I have really missed you. Good night, Sarah. You have yourself a good evening, love. Take care, and if I can be of any assistance whatsoever on your paper, feel free to send me a message or something later on, and I'll try to help. Don't know exactly what you're doing, but you know I'm always available to help. I mean, I might not be the sharpest nail in the box, but there's still a few working cells up here with memories of different things. Neighbor was working on his car today, getting very frustrated, started throwing tools at his wife. I said, dude, cool it. The dumb batch told me to mind my own business. He can beat her ass now. Damn. I'll just mind my business. Wow.
In our house, this is what we consider foreplay. He can throw his tools at me anytime he wants to.
I got to agree with that, Terry. I really honestly do. Some women are just either they have such a low self esteem they think that there's something okay about that, or they love the attention. I don't know. I don't know. I know when my sister was with her ex, he was very abusive, and she only put up with it for so long before well, I've told you guys the story. He walked in after a long trip over the road, started raising his voice, drew back on her, and she introduced him to Mr. Wagner, as in Wagner Cast Iron. And then she stood over him with that thing drawn back and she said, get out. And he ran out the door, and most of his clothes and shit followed behind him. Pity the dude that ever did that to me. Yep. Most definitely. Most definitely. My God, it's 20 minutes after 8 already. We've been at this for almost an hour and a half. Jay knows better. Psst. Jay might be bigger than you. Jay might outweigh you. But yeah. I have seen that. I have seen that teeny tiny little body, that little frame lose its temper before. Thank God, not completely lose its temper, because I probably would have peed on myself and started to whimper. But yeah, how is it that old saying goes? Dynamite comes in small packages. Past my bedtime. We haven't eaten yet. Yeah, I probably should have only done this for an hour because the wife asked me to clean both bathrooms tonight. I'll wait. I've never raised a hand to my missus. That shit ain't in me. Me either, Tony. Me either. I sat and took verbal and physical abuse off a woman for 3 weeks one time. And she finally went to slap me once, and I grabbed her hand as it was coming down, and I grabbed her other hand and I backed her into the bedroom, pushed her back on the bed, told her good luck finding a guy that don't hit her back. Grabbed what I had sitting there in my boxes beside the bed, walked out, got in my Durango, and drove off. Hey, Steven. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. You got tomorrow. Oh no, it'll get done tonight. It'll get done tonight. I'll vacuum up. I'll vacuum up both bathrooms. Get the linoleum clean. Get the toilet clean for her. She'll come home to shiny toilets. She'll be happy. Jim, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Lori tells people they better not mess with her because I have her back. Grant you, she's 6 feet tall. She's 6 feet tall, and you're what? 5'5"? She's had a lot of health issues, though. Wow. Cheryl, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see, dear. Sorry, I was texting daughter. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Well, howdy there, Cheryl. All good here, but bummed out because I sold my sawmill backhoe. Like cutting off both balls. Yeah, I could imagine. I could imagine. I know you was real proud of that sawmill here a couple years ago. She heard a loud bang, thought I'd fallen. Oh, okay. I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. Sapphire Saldano's going live. I like to see TV personalities get on social media like this. I'm too old and used up to work hard now, but stay busy. It's all you can do, bud. It's all you can do. None of us can do what we did 30 years ago. I mean, it'd be nice if we could, 50, 60, 70 years old. But we can't. Back when the body was a little tighter and the muscles were a little bigger and the hair was a little darker, we could do a lot more than we can now. And now when we try to do it, we just wind up paying for it for the next 2 or 3 days. We couldn't do it without a script or teleprompter. It's true. My dad went till he was 80. But he did not party and smoke, etc. like me. My dad is still going. 83 years old. My mom has to remind him that he's not 53 anymore. Constantly. He'll get up in the morning, go out in his shed, start working on things. Now he's building, or, during the pandemic, he was doing these, going out and buying these old iron plows and stuff and going back home and working on them and stuff, painting them and selling them. Now he's doing saw blades and the great big 2-man saws. Doing all kinds of framing and stuff like that, building framework and stuff in his shed. There ain't no slowing him down. There's no slowing him down. The only problem is once he gets half these things done, he don't want to get rid of them. So my mom's got all kinds of cute little things hanging all over the house, new bird houses, stuff like that. So old barnwood frames for her pictures and hey, Lady C, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Well, hopefully by going and going to the bathroom here a little bit ago, Tony, whatever you had in your stomach that was messing you up, you got up and out. So, hopefully you're going to continue to feel better. One of my family found a house in Maryland. Me and the family may be getting out of the hotel in 2 weeks. That'd be nice. You guys have been there for a long time. So hopefully that'll be good for you. I want to keep Pops from getting Alzheimer's. You know, I really honestly don't think that's anything I got to worry about with my dad. I don't recall there ever being a member of our family that had it. So, at least not on his side of the family. So, I don't know. We'll see. I hope not. I'm doing good, Lady C. I'm doing good. Wishful thinking. Oh, you were hoping you'd go vomit, but nothing happened. I had my stomach valve fixed years ago, and it's one way. Huh. When I go live on my PC, I'll enter it to my first guest list. I'll let you, as long as I'm off work, bud, and it's a free evening, most definitely. I just puked a little thinking about not being able to. Not good. Not good. Do, 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 do.
Friends till the end.
There are some occasions when I wish to God I could. There have been a few occasions I wish the same thing. Getting a bunch of strawberries now, eating like crazy. Oh man. You know, it's amazing. You know, I don't know what it's like for Jan at the restaurant that she works at, but, you know, we can eat anything we want. If I want fried shrimp, I batter it, I fry it. If I want mushrooms, if I want onion rings, if I want tater tots, you know, if I want a hamburger, if I want a fish, whatever, I can eat it while I'm at work for free. If I take the family in there, then I get like 30% off for the whole meal. I'm losing weight. I'm still losing weight working at the restaurant. I've dropped 10 pounds since my last, I've dropped 12 pounds since the last time I was at the doctor. Of course, I got to go back next month, talk about some other concerns and things. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about them until, you know, I talk to the doctor and stuff like that. But one of our hens just hatched 7 chicks 3 days ago. Little shits are running around 11. That's pretty cool. One of our stray cats from over across the alley just had 7 babies 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and one of them didn't make it. We buried it out here next to the gerbil in the flower bed. But there are 6 beautiful, healthy little kittens over there right now. Their eyes are all popped open and they're furry and they meow and they cry and they try to crawl out of the box and everything else. So that's the highlight around here when it comes to baby somethings. Should have more soon from another sitting a week later. Of course, we are not going to be adopting any more of them. We now have 2 full-time inside cats and 2 part-time inside-outside cats. So, but little does the wife know that the 2 part-timers think they're full-time inside cats. And every day they think they are more so. But, every once in a while you can get them pushed out the door for a few hours, but the second you open that door, they both come running back in. They would much rather sleep on a couch or on a chair than outside. 5 black, 3 white chicks, and a good mama keeping them warm. Oh, that's cute. I got 9 chicks this year, and one of them's a rooster. I got some kind of bird with babies in my shop loft. Your luck, it's a hawk. Your luck, it's a hawk or an eagle, and you can't move them. I heard him chirping last night. So in at the giant chicken dinner. They're shitting all over my wood. Well, if you need to get rid of some of that wood to make room for the bird shit, Jim, I need 8, 10. I need 12 4x4s and about 30 2x4s. That way you'll have more room for the bird shit. You won't have near as much wood taking it up. I have a baby bunny here in the garage with me. In 6 to 8 weeks, roosters will be broilers. He bolted it when the door was open and won't escape. So I bought lettuce so the little fucker won't starve. You big softy. You need to quit. You need to quit letting everybody see your soft side, Tony. All I got is fine furniture wood. Nah, that won't work. That won't work. Trying to put up a carport for the wife. Get rid of a crappy old beat up shed and put a carport in for the wife. For fine furniture wood wouldn't work. Oh, I know. My rooster will be a broiler. And the two older hens too. You're gonna get rid of your your two older ones. What is it? Blanche and Sophia or something like that? Your golden girl chickens? Thank you for being my hen. Just too mean. Thank you for being my dinner. Works for me. So like I told you when you was looking for names for those chickens. Fried, broiled, dumpling, noodle. They're all good, legitimate names for a chicken. I do. Oh man, I just want to get tomorrow over with, get out and camp, relax. Have some fun. It's been too long. I've been bottled up in this house for too long. Nugget. There's another good name for a chicken. Nugget. I'll never understand people having farm animals and giving them pet names. Muffin, Spot. If I had a cow, I'd name it Brisket. If I had a pig, I'd name it Loin. If I had a chicken, I'd name it Fryer. Hey, Jay. Good to see you. Yeah, Jan told us you was out cutting the lawn. My wife seems to think I'm too lovable, too loving to kill an animal, to eat it. Like Bugs Bunny used to say, she don't know me very well, do she? Well, I'm glad you got a chance to make it in tonight, Jim. It's been a while since we heard from you. The chick that I liked with the white face has darkened up. Oh, I like that little thing too. Kind of reminded me of Phantom of the Opera with that little mask on. Good night, Tony. You take care of yourself, bud. Hope you keep continuing to feel better. You don't get under the weather much. When you get under the weather, it kind of makes me concerned a little bit. Don't spend as much time here now. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If you find ways and reasons to get out, do it. Ain't no reason to stay trapped at home all the time if there's no reason to be. I come, leave a few thumbs up, go to sleep. That's what I do a lot of times. People go live and stuff like that. I'll go in, I'll comment a few times, I'll leave them a thumbs up. You know, I'll raise a ruckus with others to not forget to leave a thumbs up, and I'm back out the door. Like I said, that's pretty much going to be my thing tonight. The wife asked me to clean the bathrooms before she left for work. I'll finish the live stream, go clean the bathrooms, and then I'll kick back and relax, watch me a little Ghost Hunters or something like that, and go to sleep. And hopefully not wake up 4 or 5 times through the night. Have to sit up, get tired again, fall back asleep, and then finally get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock for the whole day. Oh. Hopefully here next week we'll get back out and do another investigation. Hopefully Mark will get himself a couple guys hired in, and he won't have to work as many hours, and we'll get a chance to get out and do some more locations here real soon. I was going to try to do something with Lisa this weekend, but she has plans with her sister. Trying to get something working out with Heather, but she's working part-time now. So, yeah, it's a rough start to the year when it comes to investigations. But I'm going to keep the videos coming. I'm not as far ahead as I was a month ago with, my buddy here for 2 weeks from England and stuff. I wasn't spending 10 or 12 hours a day in here putting together videos and stuff. But I'm still ahead of the game by a few days. So Like I said, I'm working on the one now for Sunday. Tuesday will probably be the video from this weekend. And then God only knows what I'm going to do other than that. Oh, I know, Jan. I know. Honestly, working these weird hours and stuff and not sleeping at night, um, be honest, if I'm here at the house and I've not got a live stream or something like that, by this time I'm already in my pajamas and I am sitting back playing on my phone watching TV until I pass out. You know, on the nights that I don't work that day, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go and do something. So but then again, it's half the job and it's half my medication. I think it's either 3 or 4 of the medicines that they have me on causes drowsiness. So I had to change my schedule around on a lot of my medicines and start taking them in the evening instead of taking them in the morning. Or there's no way I'd be able to stand up all day long at that place. I'd be getting drowsy and groggy and wanting to go back in the walk-in and sit down on a box of fish and go to sleep. My goodness, 5 minutes left. How about that? See, I wouldn't be near as tired if I moved. But standing in one spot all day long, and all I'm moving is the top half of my body. And if I do move, it's only like in a 4 or 5 foot area. If I'm doing something to keep myself going, then I'm in a lot better shape. Now, there's been a few times that business has been when I've ran like a whole 12-foot section. And I'm constantly running in the back. I'm running to the freezers. I'm over here doing this. I'm working the fryer. I'm working the broaster. I'm working the grill. You know, I'm making the salads. I'm spinning around answering the phone, working the cash register. This morning it was so slow I was waiting tables. I clocked in and I done like the first 3 or 4 tables in the place that came in. Now tomorrow I'll go in there and I'll be in my little like 4 or 5 foot space again. Both shifts I'm working. That's what I mean. I'm glad I did this tonight and this wasn't my double shift or I'd already be passed out. Oh yeah, the girls, they have little Bluetooth speakers in there. And I'm either listening, I got one girl that plays nothing but gospel music. I got one girl that plays nothing but country music. And I got one girl that plays nothing but R&B. So there's all kinds of music bopping around in there. Well, it is getting real close to that time. Hope you guys all had a great week. Still got a couple more days left in it. Hope everybody gets to go out and have a little bit of fun. You know what they say about all work and no play. Like I said, be watching tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we have our darkest history, how race has been used to divide us. And then Sunday we have the Slender Man, entity, cryptid, or fiction. That's going to be a good video. Make sure and watch it to the end, because there's going to be a little something happen at the end. Ain't going to go into a lot of detail about it, but it's going to be fun. Jim, you have a good night too, my friend. Take care of yourself. You especially get out and have a little bit of fun. You deserve it. It's amazing that the young kids that work in the kitchen play songs that I heard as a teenager. I'm just amazed that the 19-year-old that I normally cook with only listens to country. But all right, guys and gals, it's that time. I got to go clean a couple potties and then relax for the evening. Get ready for this long day tomorrow. And then 3 days off. Whoop, whoop. So, you guys all take care. Have yourselves a good rest of the week. Have a nice weekend. Like I said, I'm going to try to go live Friday night. It's all based on my Wi-Fi signal. So if I don't show up Friday night, y'all will know why. But I'm going to try to. So y'all take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll see y'all later. You guys take care.